Welcome, all you beautiful souls, to your weekly energy update, and this is for July 10th through July 17th. This week we have a big moon happening. It's actually a super full moon on the 13th, which will be in Capricorn. That'll be around 12:37 p.m. Mountain Time, so wherever you're at in the world, you can adjust it with that. So Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and you can kind of look at Saturn as the wise old taskmaster. And he basically wants to give us a challenge of some sort in some area of our life. And if we apply the energy and the attention towards that task, then we do get a little reward for doing that Saturn gives to us. So what we're going to be looking at for the energy of this reading is just what advice does your spirit support team on the other side have for you relating to your tasky mission that will be applied during this time. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in for our reading for each zodiac sign, and I'm jumping into yours right now. All right, Sagittarians, this is your weekly energy update. We're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Divine Guidance deck, and all the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box below. So give these a good shuffle. And one more time. Let's see, what advice does Spirit have for all you Sagittarians just regarding what task you're looking at in your life? What mission? What would they like you to know? What advice? All right, this is the one right there. And you've got card number 1. I call these like the spiritual ink blot test because they're fractal imaging, which I'll read in from the book here, what energy comes with it. But when you look at it, whatever jumps out to you is a special message just for you. So if you need to rewind that and pause that, you can. And let's take a look here and see what this is. This is an angelic being. So your angelic being has been with you since the day of your birth and will continue to be with you when you cross through the veil and return home. Your angelic guardian is asking you to look for signs and synchronicities. They are trying to communicate with you now. Awesome. In a whisper of gentle guidance, you may hear your name being called, feel the subtle touch of a feather, or a tender tickle. You may see a sign on a billboard, a magazine, or even on TV. Keep your awareness open to the message they are bringing you. Beautiful. So they're basically saying our advice for you is to pay attention because they are been communicating with you, sharing messages over and over and over again with you. And so if you've been seeing those signs, definitely keep looking. And I know it's hard to hear those whispers, when we're in chaos, because that chaos noise of the outside world, that fear noise is very, very loud. So things we can do is try to turn down the volume of fear in our life and turn up the unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace in our life, because that's the frequency at which Spirit speaks. But the fear is what, is really noisy and staticky. So this will help with that clarity. We're also going to pull from these lights here, Tarot. If I can shuffle and just see what else they would like you to know regarding this journey and listening to them. Let's see what other messages they might have or advice. Okay, that's the first card. And they are basically saying that they honor your free will, and so they won't interfere and meddle. I call it meddling in our life, unless we have our own free will ask of it, because they do honor our free will. They respect it so much. It's one of our beautiful powers that we have down here. On the other side, we still have the power of choice, but there's one choice on the other side. We're surrounded by unconditional love, and why would we want a different choice? We came down here where we have this choice of the opposite of unconditional love, which is all those emotions and feelings and experiences of fear, and conditional love and sadness and all those other uncomfortable emotions. But so of your own free will here, you can ask them to meddle in your life each day. Say, bring me signs, bring me synchronicities, bring me messages. Let me see what's for my highest experience here. All right. So what else for our Sagittarians, please? Okay. Okay, and these two. Well, not these two, these four total here. All right, so we'll start with this one over here. Yeah, and you have the Hermit card. So beautiful card. The Hermit card is all about turning inward, connecting to your higher power, to have it guide you. Normally, this lantern here, and you can see the path going on here. Normally, the Hermit carries the lantern, and this beautiful bright star that's within it is you, is your higher self, is your connection to the spirit world. So this is an invitation to take time alone. It doesn't mean you have to become a hermit altogether, but it is a indication for this week to try to take as much time as you can to yourself to connect and listen to those messages. See what you hear, see what you see what you feel, see what you taste, even see what you smell. What are you experiencing through your physical world from your spiritual world? So I love that coming in with that here. And then you have the Ace of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. Swords also are messages, like communication. So also pay attention to thoughts that just drop into your head. I love that because, sometimes, and this is a number one and a number one, sometimes we won't be thinking, especially of a loved one who's passed, right? You're just going about your business, and all of a sudden, like I mentioned, you'll smell something that reminds you of them. You'll hear something, even sometimes a whisper of your name. You thought someone called your name. But a lot of times they'll just touch a memory in your head and have that activate. It's like it starts playing on your mind like this little projector here. And it just starts, and you're like, oh, well, I wonder why I'm thinking of them. And when you have that come into your brain like that, that is always them touching that to let you know that they are with you. They actually never left you. Your loved ones, as soon as they are withdrawn out of their physical bodies, they are with every single one of their loved ones all at the same time, because they have that ability. That's how powerful we are on the other side. We can be with every single one of our loved ones all at the same time, 100% of us, so we don't have to share and split ourselves out, among, siblings and parents or whatever. You can be with everyone all at once. So when they touch that with your brain, it's them letting you know that they are with you, they love you, you're not alone. Okay. All right. And then let's do this one next. Then you have the Ace of Wands. So aces, of course, are new beginnings, and they're very powerful cards because they're gifts from spirit. They're gifts to us. So these messages coming in from spirit, this energy. Wands are your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, your energy, your spiritual energy too. And I really feel with everything going on here, this is definitely about this connection. I mean, look, it's even like in the third eye area here. So it is so intuitive about connecting to up above, realizing you are never, ever alone, that they are with you. You have a huge support team of beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. I mean, you do have your loved ones who are already gone to the other side, your ancestors who you never met, but go, your lineage that goes way, way back. You've got a guardian angel who's been with you since your creation, like that one talked about. You've got a bunch of different angels that come in and out of your life and in this lifetime for you. And of course, your spirit guides, duh. I was thinking there's like another one group, and then there's all these other beings that we probably don't even know, have any idea of what their makeup is, but they are beings of unconditional love and light and support that are there for you, guiding you, bringing you messages, and especially when you ask for them, they will just be very, very obvious around those. Yeah, you do have the Five of Wands. As we talked about, Wands is your energy, and the Five of Wands is about this movement to a new level of looking at things. It's a change of energy. You can see how they're reaching almost to the light up here, and this can represent you at different stages here. Usually it starts off feeling like a conflict card, like it's a challenge. Everyone is, trying to beat each other to get to the top and knocking people off and all that, but it actually is this transformative card. Because instead of it starting out, usually they're like fighting with the Five Wands. And I always have like this kung fu movie that starts in my head. They're battling each other, trying to beat each other up, and someone's trying to win and become the victor over all the others, and eventually 4 of them are exhausted on the ground. 1 is left barely standing, and you're like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? Is he going to kill them or what? And then they all start laughing, and they help each other up, and they all walk back to the monastery meal hall and have a meal together. And you realize, oh, these weren't people that were struggling over fear with each other and trying to beat each other up and hurt one another. They were training with one another, helping one another to get up to the next levels, to help, move up here. So all these other people, instead of it being a battle, they're actually helping each other move to the top. So this energy change is happening where it's moving from a place of fear to a place of unconditional love, which is what you connect with as you connect to the higher realms. And then you have the 9 of Cups. Cups are your emotions. 9, like the Hermit card here, is about you finding emotional fulfillment from within. It's the wish fulfillment card, feeling like you're overflowing with all the emotional satisfaction, all those beautiful, bright emotions from within. So that definitely comes here. It's almost like they're telling you, when you do this and you take this time to connect, it's worth it, because this is what you end up feeling like. So you do have this overjoyed feeling. All these cups are full, and you don't feel like you're empty, and alone and all that. So once you feel like this bond, this connection, you just feel like it's you versus the world. I can do it. I've got this great posse of support behind me. I can do it. You just feel this wholeness and this completeness that comes with that. So I love that. All right. Then your final cards we're going to pull from this You Are Awesome deck here. We'll just see what the final messages that they have for you for this week. And one more time. All right, spirits, what are your final messages for our Sagittarians? Okay, that one. Okay, they actually say you get 3. So awesome. Because you are awesome. So your first one is this. I love these cards. They're hilarious. Pictures on them. And that one says, I appreciate sharing moments with loved ones in the same way I appreciate avocado toast. Sometimes smooth, sometimes rowdy, always a party. So yeah, this is them, your posse of support from above saying, we want to party with you. And they are definitely, whenever I channel people that have passed over to the other side, they come to the veil to speak to us, and they are so giddy and so crazy happy because they're so close. It's like they almost get high in coming close to the veil of this conditional world and this world of opposites, because it's so different. It's like when you're in the middle of all that bright light on the other side, all that love that we feel on the other side, when you come to the edge of a conditional, it's almost like moving from a very warm home, and you go open the door and it's like 30 below outside, and you feel that air, you feel the contrast, and it just makes them so giddy because they feel the love that they are even more so than when they're not close to the veil. So just realize that they are there and they're happy and they're giddy and they want to party with you. And then you have this card here, which says, I focus on magnifying my own strengths, like staying in balance. So definitely what's helping you with this balance is connecting with them, because when we're out in that noise of the outside world, we can get sucked into the fear and feel like we're lost and in a panic mode. But when we connect back, and like especially with that Hermit card, taking time to yourself to connect with them, that transforms you. It helps balance things out. You have that, instead of it being so out of balance and fear, you kind of balance it out and get to experience some unconditional love energy along with that fear energy. And here you are. We talked about that with the Hermit card here. The that little, usually the star is what is in the lantern, and the star card in the major arcana is actually the Aquarius card. So if you have an Aquarius that went to the other side, that is them saying hello. But this is basically saying that you are that star, and here you are that star. And it says, I am my own lucky star. So definitely realizing and connect to who you really are allows you to connect also to all those on the spiritual side of things. So your advice basically for your tasky mission is you don't have to do it all on your own. You have this posse of support, the eye in the sky that can guide you and give you direction, because they're way up here looking down on the earth in the maze that we're in. And though the walls are so high that we can't see except what's in front of us and whether we're going to take left or right because we hit a dead end, we can ask them, hey, which is best for my experience here, a left or a right? And because they can see the entire maze from up there, they can go, oh, take a right. And then we do. And then we're like, wow. So just realize you have this beautiful support team, this beautiful group of beings of unconditional love and that do want to connect with you. They want to party with you, and they want to help you on your journey here because they love you so much. So I love this for you. All you Sagittarians, if you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out like a monthly reading for each zodiac sign, a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button. Also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. And also doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video or share or comment on a video, especially subscribing to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so excited it wants to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for specific answers and information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, mighty Sagittarians, as you go through this amazing week, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.